That's a different question. They asked me, can Serena Williams win the US Open? And I said, I answered it the right way. I said, she already has 6 times. Can she? Highly unlikely, simply because people aren't afraid of her. The movement's not like it was, and the confidence isn't like it was because she hasn't played. She hasn't played that much the last year. She's only played a few matches, and you need to play, just to get your footwork and stamina. Now, the fighting spirit, the Compton Street fight, and the heart is there. If she gets a good draw, and we'll know today, she could beat some people. I actually like how she played against Benchik. I like how she played against Raducanu. I like that she's more aggressive, but this takes time. You know what I'm saying? This takes time. But if she can win a few matches, who knows what could happen? Because let's face it, that crowd in New York is going to take her back down memory lane and make her even more competitive. Who knows what's going to happen to the person on the other side of the net? That's why I was so impressed with Raducanu, the way that she handled that moment. She actually played the best match she's had in a year. Usually that can be crippling, but she was in a bubble. So it cuts both ways. But to answer your question, highly unlikely she can win the Open. She's not even looking at it like that. She's letting everybody savor this last moment. And like I said, she's going out on her terms. And I think it's going to be must-see TV.
From other tournaments, from other slams.
You mean so many different winners?
Yeah.
No, I think a lot of people are kind of heading towards exit stage left, and they're not quite at the top. Federer, or maybe there's the vaccination, and maybe Nadal. You're not quite where you were. You know what I mean? And Murray. Okay, then you got Serena. You got these people who are household name and fixtures. They're kind of out of the equation. More people are coming in, okay? And it kind of goes back to what we talked about earlier. It changes everything when you don't have those roadblocks at the round of 16. I mean, you're looking at the semis. Why not me? Where before it's always been, think about it. Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic, they just dominated. There was a time, and Murray, there was a time when it's just those 4 always in the semis. You know what I'm saying? And the women's, you could almost predict. Now you cannot. So that's why, but it has nothing to do with US Open, because the young lady that won Wimbledon, never heard of her. You know what I'm saying? People haven't heard of her. So it's just wide open, and it's going to take a while to stabilize everything. But at the end of the day, I've already went out there and I've talked about this. Carlos Alcaraz is a generational player. I think he's going to transcend the game. He's not going undefeated. I've already had some people blow back to me on that. Like, why ain't he winning? Trust me, he's just turned 19. He's 4 or 5 in the world. I think he'll win multiple Grand Slams, and he's the next real deal. And he's my favorite to win the US Open on the men's side. On the men's side.
And on the women's side?
I'd love to see Coco Gauff, just because I know the family, and I think she has tremendous potential. Iga's vulnerable now, simply because when you win 35 in a row, you just feel like you show up, you're going to win. Now that she's lost a few, there's a little doubt there. It's wide open, but I'm going to go out on a limb also, and I'm taking Coco Gauff.